Okay, I'm going to do just a practice run of engraving my little tag. And what I'm going to use is my little spring-loaded engraving tool. And what it is I ground a piece of carbide to a point. I put a Loctited sleeve on it, turned up this body, bored the hole in the end, and opened this up for a set screw. And I slid that in there. I have a spring in here pushing down, so it's spring loaded. I can adjust the spring pressure if I want, but that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the spindle. And it's not going to spin, so I'm just going to snug it up so it doesn't fall out. And I have a piece of scrap material here that I'm going to go ahead and use. So first thing I'm going to do is wipe the backside down with some alcohol. It's been used, this piece has been used once before for practicing. So I'm just taking damp and paper towel, just wipe it down. And I'm going to wipe it down where I'm going to put it on the block here. And this is just an aluminum block that I use for this, that I have clamped in there. And this is just carpet tape, double back tape. And I'm just going to take and put a piece across this. Actually, a couple pieces. I'm going to cover the whole surface. I'm going to cover that whole surface. And now I need something to put up against the back here to hold that part parallel. I'm going to get a couple parallels. This one and this one. And I'm just going to come off of my vice straw here. Must have some stuff back there. Yeah. Where's my brush? Brush this out. That's better. And we'll just put that against that. Like that. Then we'll take and peel off the tape here. Peel off the backing. Sometimes it's sometimes it can be difficult. Okay. I'm just going to push it up against that parallel. Would have helped if I would have made that tape not overhung the tape on the side here. It would have helped. I'm just going to cut it off if I can. Remember that when I do the for real. This is just a practice one, just to see how it looks, and if I want to go with this route or go with 3/4 small ball nose end mill. 62 thou. All right. Now 0 point, I believe, is on the back corner. I'll have to run my graphics here to see. I'll have to see where oh, I need to put my mouse back in. Plug that back in so I can run the mouse. And then rod. And where's 0 going to be? Yep, it's up in the back top left corner. So that's easy enough. If I can get it to zoom in, it's thinking I want daylight. Apparently I can't zoom in when I have it backwards or whatever. Alright, well, we're going to come down on this corner. I'm just going to eyeball it. That looks good right there. I'm going to make that 0. 0. Oh, I got to get my drives started here first. Okay, now I can 0 all. I'm going to drop the knee down because I'm not sure. Turn the spindle off so it doesn't spin. And I'm going to stop and flip the camera around. Now I've got zoom. Okay, so we picked up that corner back here as 0. So now we should be able to go. And it's going to be above because I cranked her down a little bit. And go. I'm cranking the knee up, but when it starts moving, then I'll know I'm at the right. Oh, I can take that out. I'm ramping in. I don't want to put too much pressure on it. That's why. Okay, I'm going to stop and start over. Stop. I'm going to raise my knee up, or my Z up. And we should have about the right height set now. It's zigzagging back and forth to okay. Stop again. All right. Last couple times now on NC here, I've been having a little bit of difficulty, and I'm not sure why. Am I losing it? Return to 0. Chip over that corner. Okay. So it's not on the corner anymore. So it's lost its Z, or I mean its X and Y location for some odd reason. Sometimes it's because that old computer that I have hooked to it just can't keep up. And I don't have my laptop going on it. So I'll re-zero my X and Y there. 0x, 0y. Raise it up. And here we go again. Should come over right over here and zigzag back and forth. Didn't like that. Reset. Go. That looks more like it. So if I go with this spring, I'll get rid of that. Because I got 2 tags to make. That's why I'm doing it on this piece of scrap first. I've got a few of those nickel plated. It's copper plate that's nickel plated. I've got a few of them, but I don't want to use them all up. Ah, shoot. My tape's not holding. That's why. See? It's moving. It's moving! Well, my tape might be getting old. I don't know. Stop. I don't know why that is. I wonder what's going on here with this tape. I wiped it down with alcohol. I'll wipe it down again. This time I'm gonna dribble it on there. I wiped it with a paper towel, but I'm gonna wipe it with Kleenex this time. Alright, now I'm going to put some more tape on there. Like I say, I don't know, maybe this tape has gone bad. Not any good anymore. It's been a while since I used it. Should be able to just put one strip right down the middle of it. Maybe it just doesn't have any sticking power anymore. Peel that off. I'm going to go to 0 so I know where to put this down at. Return to 0. Right there. I'm going to drop the knee 100. And then my parallels. Here they are. Try to get it halfway straight. Oh, yeah, see. After we move, well, I'll just re-zero it to a new 0. Let's see if it sticks this time. I gotta get that. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I got the plate set on there. We should be about ready to go here. So reset. I cranked the knee back up. It should come back over here and zigzag down and then start. Provided this doesn't move, keep an eye on it this time. I don't think it's moving. Not yet, anyway. I should just draw a line on there, that way I'll know if it moved with a magic marker. If I had one laying here. That magic marker didn't mark very well. Whenever I'm looking for a magic mark, I can't find it. I'm going to move you over here. I'll move you over closer to on this side. That way I can see if it moved. We'll have to get some new tape, I think. Another thing to put on the Menards list. It should say 2020 and dash 2021. One line left. That should be it. Now let's see if I can get it off of there. Okay, so if it doesn't come off, then I just take this is the way it's supposed to stick and just heat it up a little. A little more. Okay. Let's see if I can hold it up here so you can see it. But so it's a go. I will go ahead and make those sometime tomorrow. I found some board that I'm going to use, I think. So anyway, I'll have things lined up for tomorrow. So I will be back then. Catch you guys later. Okay, I'm setting up to do my tags, and because I modified them from what we're showing, or what I showed before. I got a fence on the back here that I'm going to pick up the edge, hopefully. Move my edge finder in there. Jogging right now. Get stuff out of the way here. Let's see. Look at the readout here. Ah, going the wrong way here. Well, keeps on going the wrong way here. Reset. There we go, now I'm going the right way. Touching these second here. Come on. It's close. I'm just checking to make sure my battery's not dead. Right there. Okay. Drop that down and get my console set up here, my readout. Okay, 0Y. And we'll turn relative on. On Y, go 100, and we'll go 100 in. There we go. 0Y. Now X, I'm gonna put it right up edge to the end of my little fence here. I'll just kind of feel it and like that. Right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move my Y back out. X over. And crank her up until she's just off of the, and then move my X over until she touches. Right there. Up again. 0X. I turn the relative off. I was wondering why my X went 0. Okay, 0 max. Turn my relative back on. 100 on X. And we'll move over. Right there. Okay, 0x. Alright, so now if I go to return to 0, it should move over to the corner of that parallel. Looks good. So far, so good. Alright, now I want to put my spring-loaded engraver in there. Drop her down so I can get out of there. Looking for my cover. Here it is. Put my cover on. Put my spring-loaded engraver here. It's a carbide gray engraver. I'm going to do my own wrench. Alright. Wash this down with alcohol. Wash that down with alcohol. Start with this. Okay. And in the back of my blank, which is a nickel-plated piece of copper plate. Move this so I don't spill it. Some double back tape. I need to get to Menard. Roll is just about gone, and plus it's not as good as it used to be. It used to stick really good. Just going to go right down the center of it. That should be plenty to hold it. Peel the backing off. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this parallel here up against the end of that where I've got my 0 and push this up against the back fence there, the parallel, and put it down. Oh, you know what? With that parallel sticking up in the air like that, I can't get close to the edge, and I'm going to be close to the edge, so I need to get rid of that or drop it down. Darn it. It's going to have to be down below a little bit. There we go. I don't think I moved anything on the X. Surely didn't move anything on Y because it's... Alright. Let's return to 0. Return to 0. Okay, so there's 0. Everything is zeroed out. I'm going to set my 0 so that it remembers that spot now. And how I do that, I got to first load the program. Load the program. You know, and I'll run the graphics one time. And draw. I have an end mill in there that's too wide. That's why the lines are so thick. I'll fix that here. Because we're not going to go with that wide of a line. We're only go 0.0. I'm going to go 10 thou wide. All right, now save that. Now draw it. That's better. I got to make 2 tags, and I framed it now and reduced the font a little. All right, so now in order to save my 0 position, I got to reset, turn on. We're at 0, sitting at 0, and I'm going to tell it to set 0. And it's going to tell me, is everything out of the way? And it's going to move to its 0 position, or it's going to go to its limit switches. And then it's going to measure the distance to the limit switches, and then it's going to put that number in the program. And that way, that 0 point will be put into the program. So now it should move back over to 0. It was 10 inches something. 10 inches, 964, 65 thou, and 2 inches, 936 on the y-axis. All right. So there we are at 0. 0 is the top of this plate. So I'm going to tell it to go up 1 inch, and then so I turn my relative on, tell Z to go up 1 inch. Grab my handy dandy height setter here. Let's move X over and out. A little easier to, instead of balancing on the right there. Okay, so now we're at the position where we should be. So let's try giving her a run, and we'll see what happens. I'll zoom in here if I can. All right, here we go. Oh, just turn the spindle off because it's not, we don't want no revs. And it's feeding down. It's going to feed from the 100 value down, 100 thou clearance spinning. I may have to go a little deeper. That's a pretty narrow line that it's engraving. We'll let it go through and see what we get. And then if I don't like it, I'll just crank it up a little bit and make it a little thicker. Make the line a little thicker. It's pretty thin. So we'll let her sing and do its thing. It's a pretty fine line. I did get I got a circle for the helicopter pad markings to put on the board. I do have a board that I've got painted black. And I'm going to put a yellow circle with a yellow H in the middle for a helicopter landing pad. And I was debating on putting some green lights in because that's the lights that are supposed to be on a helicopter pad. are green at the level of the pad. And but I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. The yellow ring is drying. I made it with some paper. I'm just gonna contact cement it and on, and I got to make some clamps to hold the helicopter in place yet. Stepping motors are singing to me. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'll probably put this from this point on fast forward, in rapid. I'll just kick up the frame rate. So I'm gonna quit jabbering, and we'll just, the sound will probably either be erased out, or, well, you'll hear it in a high pitch, because it'll be in fast. You know. Okie dokie. That should be it. I'll have to probably heat it up to get it off of there. Let me see.
See if I can get it off of there without having to heat it. I could just go move over and make the next one. I think that's what I'll do, because I like it. It looks all right. I'll take and cut that off right there. Y-axis could come out about 20 thou or so. So let's do that. So we got relative on up here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to move Y out probably, I'm going to go 15 thou. So type in 15 there, and we'll move Y out 15. There we go. And X, we want to move over. I got to measure it here quick. We want to move over 3 inches. So you can go 3 inches on X. I'll go that way. And now we'll 0x and 0y and turn relative off. We're ready to go with another one with number 2. I don't know if I dare kick up the feed rate or not. My rapids will probably go wild. I could go in and change my rapid value. I'll try to kick it up a little bit. And we'll see. I probably won't show the second one here. We'll let it go here. I'm only going to show one of either the